The Life of Lord Mahavira, Refuge to the Demon King, Part 4 of 6, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on August 25th, 2019, in Newland Ashram, Taiwan, also known as Formosa.
But if you practice Guanyin method, you lessen your want, lessen your possession, lessen your food, for example. But you don't have to practice asceticism if you cannot. Okay? If you, for example, eat one meal a day and your mind is still clear and don't always think of food, then okay. But if your mind is still craving for food, then please do not. Because you cannot concentrate. And because of that, the gastric in your stomach will ruin your intestine or whatever inside. And you make yourself sick. Capisco? Yes. Yes, no? Yes. Don't tell me. I didn't warn you. Just not too much for pleasure, but for living. Yeah? And for calming your mind. Okay? Similarly, this physical contact between man and woman practice that we have talked about before is also to calm the mind of some lay people who cannot forsake the life of family. Then they learn to practice that, to control themselves, to satisfy their desire, but not to waste their energy and indulge in physical pleasure and forgetting the goal. Just to satisfy the mind, but not to harm yourself by depleting your physical and spiritual energy. But as I told you before, this method is very dangerous to practice and hardly give you much success. You must really have very strong will to follow that practice. Very difficult, okay? Just do Guanyin. So relax, okay? Simple. And you still can keep everything else that you need. You need, not you want. Okay? Anything you need, not what you think you need. That's the difference. Do not cheat yourself, because you are the only one that can harm yourself or help yourself. You can cheat anyone else, don't cheat yourself. That's all I said. Okay? Because you know. Your soul knows. Your mind knows. Even though your brain says, oh, I don't know. I know nothing. It's very difficult to want to be liberated from this world, very difficult to want, and then difficult to continue wanting, difficult to practice, to have it. So I'm glad you're still here and continue. Always check yourself, okay? Don't let your ego bother you, cheat you, take away your merit, take away your spiritual points and levels even. One of the Zen master in Japan, or anywhere, I forgot. I read all these things before I met you. It's years already, decades already. He says that the difference between heaven and hell is just like a hair or a blade. You know, the sharp blade that the men use to shave their beauty here, yeah? Make himself beautiful. That's the difference. So whenever we have some wrong concept, anywhere, anytime, that is when we fall down from a higher level to lower levels. Always be vigilant, okay? Cut out immediately whatever you think is not correct. Thank you. Okay. I go now to India. I invite you back to India. A few thousand years ago, meet Lord Mahavira when he truly, sincerely, earnestly, with all his might, seek the truth. So now, his title is Refuge to the Demon King. My God, I just read the title only and I talk so long. Brace yourself for the whole story. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I don't know, many of you must have wanted to listen to what I have said. Or not? Yes or no? Yeah. Especially that method that you practice every day but know nothing about. So I cannot help but to tell you, okay, huh? Limit that or try to train yourself, okay? You can do that. You try. You fail a few times, many times, but maybe at the end you will succeed. Protect yourself. Even if you have to do that, protect yourself. Every time you need to have that, maybe you just think you want to have children, that's all. That's all. And if you don't have any more chance to have children, then practice that. Okay? Try. At least you try. Okay? At least you try. So even in such a moment, you still remember that your purpose is enlightenment. It's difficult, but you can try. You're tough. You Kuan Yin practitioners, you can try. Now, the story begins. Okay? I don't know how long it takes, but it begins. Yeah, your master talk a lot. And then I thought I could not even come out. So tired. Just a little bit tired recently, But nothing I cannot handle, don't worry. I'm tough. In the Vindhya range, there lived a hermit named Puran. As a result of his rigorous penance, he was reincarnated as the king of demons. Wow, big deal. You don't eat a lot, you eat nothing, or you eat every couple of days. You burn fires all around you and sit under the summer sun all day. Yeah? Or don't wear any clothes to expose yourself to freezing temperature in the winter, or hang yourself upside down for days or weeks to come, and then you can become demon king. Wow, bravo, congratulations. Do you want to try that? No, right. Very good. At least you have a little wisdom. I am very proud of you. I wonder how you arrived to this state that you don't even want to become king of demons. It's powerful. You don't know that? Ooh, you can kill anyone as will. You can make storm, thunder, wind, rain, harassing weather anytime you want, just by thinking. You can control people's mind. You can go to heaven also, visit some higher heaven. Yeah, you can manifest yourself as a human here and harassing someone that you don't like or like. Yeah, or not even like or not like, just for fun. Wouldn't that be something awesome? No? Well, I'm surprised. Good. Now, this demon king has a name even. Yeah, his name is Chamarendra. He had a bloated ego. Wow. Isn't that familiar? Due to his natural powers and miraculous capacities. I told you, yes, power, magic. Well, when through his demonic perception, he came to know that the king of gods, Sakrendra, had more glory and luxury. His ego was hurt. There's a bigger God, yeah, higher God. Yeah, the more you practice or the more you do penance or meritorious deeds, the more power you have. The more power you have, the higher rank you will get in the hierarchy of heavens. There are many different heavens, okay? So this king of demons, he felt very jealous with the higher God who has more luxuries and more glory. Yes, more retinues, more citizens, more power to govern in heaven. So he feel hurt. His ego is hurt actually because if he doesn't feel he's a big shot, he wouldn't have feel hurt, right? So if he felt he's a big shot, deserve more, that means he has big ego. Now, this guy, this is the king of demons, he prepared to attack the abode of Sakrendra, the Saudam Vidman, with his demonic arsenal. You heard a story that heaven and astral being sometimes have fighting, all the time, often, and sometimes heaven wins, sometimes the astral wins. It depends on what happens. It depends on how much merit the king of that heaven has, or his retinues have. That's the other thing. And also depends on how much time does this king of that heaven has to rule as a king of heaven. Because king of heaven, they have their time also. They die one day. They have flower and decoration all over their heads. But when the flower begin to wither, one, and then another few hundred years, another one, then he knows his time is up, almost up. Then they worry a lot. They have gray hair. So if that king of heaven, that the demon king of the astral level want to attack, already time's up, you understand? Or has less merit now, because he spent it all in heavenly leisure, then it's possible that the astral troop will win. Win doesn't mean they can come up there and be the king of heaven to replace that king. No. Meaning they will have more power. They take some magic or some power from that higher heaven and use it for themselves, and they become more powerful. And they wait. And that king, the higher king of heaven, have to surrender to them and give them many things, including power. But the king of heaven's position doesn't mean that anybody win that king of heaven then can replace them. No. It cannot be like that. It has to be earned by merit. By merit, yes. In the former lives, yes. You remember some story I told you about some king? He lived for many thousand years, and then he feel that he has one gray hair and feel very afraid. So he forsake his kingdom, go into the forest, and practice some penance method to gain the kingdom of heaven, to become king of one of the heaven. Remember that?
Yes.
Okay. So therefore, this king of heaven is not easily replaced by any other more powerful agents. Not like in our world. Sometimes, one person or one group attacking one king and then seize the throne of that king. It's not like that. It's not like that. So in case he failed, he prepared all the arsenal, all the poisonous weapons and power he prepared. But then he worried that in case he faced defeat, he wanted support from someone more powerful than him. He gets some allies, allies, right? Yeah, some friends, neighboring astral king, something like that. You must know the astral level alone has 120 sub-levels, okay? Before it reaches the second level, it has 120 different levels. Each level like that has one king of demons, okay? Therefore, he is not alone in the astral level. So he is going around to have alliance with other king, maybe higher, whomever he can befriend. So on searching, he found that Shraman Mahavira was the most suitable person. Imagine he doesn't make friends or supporting allies with other kings, but he look around because they know, even astral level beings or kings or demons, they know who is who. If they want to search for, they will know it. Thus, you heard many stories that the king of such and such heavens came down and make the Buddha suffer. When the Buddha in former life as a human being, search for the truth. They came down. They know who is who because they were shocked. At the moment, the Buddha to be, okay, don't just talk about Sakyamuni Buddha, any Buddha, the Buddha to be who truly want to become Buddha, to liberate himself and other beings, the moment he wanted only, all the heaven already begin shaking. Because all these heaven are not true, not real. It's inside the illusion, inside the dream world, okay? Inside the computer game, the big universal computer game. So it's not real. Huh? So they were all shaken. And therefore they know what happened. They look down and see, oh, that person wants to be Buddha. Oh, not that easy. I'm going to stop him. I'm going to hinder him. At least I'm going to test him to see if he's real or he just wants to take my place, yeah, as a king of God. So many would like to trouble a practitioner, a sincere practitioner who wants to know the truth of liberation, how to liberate himself and others. Okay, now, this demon king, even though he's just a lowly king of the astral level, but, he's only a king of demons only, yeah? He's not really a king of the whole astral level. Astral level have demons, have good people also, okay? Have also good teacher, yeah, enlightened teacher who reside in the astral level to teach other sentient beings. I'm sorry I talk a little bit long, is it okay? Yes. Yeah. I told you only the title. I talked about half an hour already. Now the story. You have to be prepared. Yeah, because I have to explain to you. Otherwise, just reading, you don't understand nothing. I mean, you do understand the story, but many other things you must know.